Greetings, family. I wanted to do a quick video on packaging your items for shipping. So this is a quick tip on packaging, okay? I wanted to talk about some of the options that you have and how important it is to not only package your items, but to secure your boxes. Like, I haven't really seen people do videos on this, so it's something I wanted to do. And I was motivated to do this because I sent a package to a customer and the items were stolen out of the box, right? And what they tried to say was that I didn't secure the box properly. So, it's a rare occasion that something like this happens, because I can tell you, I've, I can count maybe once or twice that someone said they didn't get something. And this particular item luckily wasn't that expensive, but as a result of them not getting this item, the post office delivered an empty box to the person's house. They told them that it was the post office's responsibility, but I was the one who would have to file a claim to be reimbursed for the item, because when you use priority mail, you automatically have like up to $100 worth of insurance or something like that. So I had to go through the process of going online through the United States Postal Service and filing a claim. I had to find a picture of something that was similar to the item, requesting that I be reimbursed for the item that was never delivered. So to avoid all of that, I just want to offer you all additional tips as far as how to secure your packaging. So you're going to take your item. I like to either wrap my items in plastic, right? I can put them in the plastic that the item already comes in, or I will wrap in tissue paper if I'm using the Tiva envelopes from the post office, and I'll show you that in a minute. Or I use my poly mailers, right? I also ship in poly mailers, and I also use the poly mailers um, to secure the item, right? So if I have an item, let's say that could go in this size, I put it in this size. This is probably like a 6x9 envelope, so it's a smaller envelope. I will put the item in here. I might wrap it in tissue paper and put it in here to protect it. And then I take off the adhesive and I seal the item, right? I also will take an additional piece of tape, but it has to be priority. So let's say this is priority mail. I will take a little piece of the priority tape and I will seal the corners to make sure that this item cannot be opened, right? As you all know, I do these poly mailers with my own custom design. So this is my artwork on the envelopes. I will put the label for the individual on this side of it. I will seal the label with this, right? And then I also tape it. So that's additional tape that I have to tape for the label unless I use an adhesive label. So that's another option. The other thing is, with my poly mailers, I have additional designs. I have designs with women, I have men, I have abstract pieces of fabric that I painted, different things. So this is another one. This is another one of my designs. And you all can see my designs on Instagram as well. And like I said, so I seal the envelope, I put the item in, and then I'll take the item, and I may have other stuff, right, in one of these little boxes. This is the post office's free box that you don't really see at the post office. You have to order it online. It's like a cube, right? And I think the size of this is on here. Trying to see. Yes, the size of this one is 7x7x6. So it's a small square. So I don't know, as compared to a phone, it's probably about the length of a phone. It may be twice the width. It's a small cube box. So this is the smallest box the post office has for priority mail. But like I said, you won't see it in the post office, so you have to order it on the site. So I would take that bag with that item that's sealed, right? And I would put it inside this box, and then I press down the inner sleeves of the box and then the outer sleeves, and on the top would have the from and to. This is where I put the label. But before I put the label, obviously I seal the box. I tape it across the top, tape the box across the top, Not only do I tape it one way from here horizontally from this side to this side to make sure it doesn't lift up, but I also tape the outside of the box. I tape it here. Any part that would be open, I seal it. I seal it with this priority tape. Priority tape is free, right? And then I also do the same thing to the bottom. As you can see, there's a piece of tape. I don't know if you can see that piece of tape is running vertically, right? So then I also would do it vertically on these edges. I would put a piece of tape here and here. So any place that someone could put something in and peek in the box or shake it. I don't like when my things shake around. I tend to put tissue paper or paper. I will wrap the item in plastic just to make sure there's no movement so people can't figure out what's in the box, because you just never know. Like, unfortunately, with the post office and the way things are going, our things go from one post office to another post office to UPS offices to everybody in between. So you want to make sure that you are securing the box, especially not knowing what distance it's going to travel before it gets to your actual location. You don't know how it's going to be handled. So the other thing you could do, if you don't want the item thrown around or tossed around because you're concerned about it getting dented or cracked or bruised in any way, you can take a black, magic marker. I'm not going to say that because I'm not advertising for them. Take a black magic marker and write on the box, fragile or handle with care, or even have arrows pointing in a direction that you want the item to stay upright. Like, you can give instructions on the box. They don't really mention that, but you all should be aware of that. The other thing is the post office has a huge box that a lot of people also don't know about. This is the extra large. It's not extra large, it's a large flat rate box. So after you get the box that's like shirt size, which I've showed before, they also have, look at this box, y'all. This thing is huge. It's like a game board box, right? It's huge. This is a large flat rate box. Even when I use this, same thing. Now, these boxes come with an adhesive, right? So you press it down, you fold your sleeve down, and then you pull this part off and you seal it. That's not enough, because if it's tossed around the wrong way, the box may open. So after you seal it this way, I would put an additional piece of tape here, and I also would tape these ends, okay, just to secure it. Secure it the best way you can. You can use your own clear tape if you want, but I get my free tape from the post office. I use it sparingly, but I make sure I secure any way that the box could be opened, right? And on this box, you actually put your label here. It has a to and a from right here. And like I said, this is a game board box, but as long as your item can fit in there, since I'm having this sale on my store, Poshmark.com, Soul Springs by AM. Soul Springs by AM is the name of my store. So since I'm having this huge sale until the end of June, it's 6 items, $10 or less for $25. So 6 for $25 for all items, all departments that are marked $10 or less. One more time. 6 for $25 sale for items that are listed at $10 or less in any department. Huge sale, huge blowout. It's a great time to shop and grab things. So for those large purchases, instead of having my buyers pay additional money for shipping, I'm using this extra large box. And as long as it can fit in here, it's a large flat rate box. As long as it can go in this box, it's that one flat rate. You have your label from whatever platform you're shipping from that is using priority mail, attach it to the box, and get your stuff to the post office, and you're good. The other thing which I wanted to mention, I don't think a lot of people know about, I should have given you the size of this large flat rate box. I don't really know I'm looking for the measurements of this box. Yeah, this one does not have, oh, it does have the measurements. They all do actually. It's 11 and 3/4 by 3 and 1/4 by 23. That's a large box, right? So let's just say 11 by 3 by 23. So whoever doesn't know what that means, 11 inches by 23 inches by 3 inches. So it's the length, the width, and the height of the box, right? So like I said, this box is huge, but you can get a lot of things in there for the one price. The other thing is, there is a box that I like to use. It's a kit you can order from the UPS, for the United States Post Office, and it's called like a military kit, right? And it doesn't necessarily have to be used for the military, but for families that have, sorry about that, for families that have military members, it comes in a poly mailer. It would be nicer if it had, you know, one of my designs on a poly mailer, right? A huge one. So I have to do something like this as well, but it's just a plain white poly mailer. And I'm gonna open this up. I wanted to wait until I was doing this with you all. I like to open my packages carefully because I reuse them, right? So I'm gonna reuse this bag, right? I'll probably just tape it closed, but now I have a bag to reuse. Also, if I order something through any of the platforms, Amazon, eBay, department stores, whatever bag they send my stuff in, I keep the poly mailers and I reuse them. I also reuse boxes. You can do that. And if it's something that you're concerned that it has the company's name all over it, then what you can do is wrap it in brown paper, or you can flip the box inside out. That's what I do. So let me tell you about this kit. It's really cool because it has boxes in here that sometimes aren't generally available to us, right? So there's some sizes in here. So the cool thing, it comes with a plastic sleeve, which is, if you're not familiar with this one, you actually put your address label. You would tear these parts off, you stick that onto your box, and you put your address label in here, right? And then you just close it back up, close it like that. And when you tape it down, everything, it's already taped to this. You don't have to worry about it coming out. So you would stick your, I love these, and unfortunately the post office doesn't give a whole lot of these. They only give them out with these kits. It's not something that you can get to use, like, you know, regularly. They don't give these out. So I'm always happy when I get the kits or I come across extra ones. UPS also uses these. They don't give them to you though. They have them that they use. In this kit comes a roll of tape, right? And you get two of the medium flat rate boxes. There's two of these. So it's two medium flat rate boxes, a roll of tape, and this is, I think this is so cool. Look at this, y'all. More of these plastic sleeves for you to use. Now, just to be clear, it says on here that this is for official use only. So this can only be used on Priority Mail Express, Priority Mail, and Global Express packaging. So you can't use these on other mails. It has to be on those three things. So there's about 6 of these in here. So you get these as well. And then you get, let's see, another one. So that's about still 6. Then you get the large flat rate box. So this looks like I said, you got the medium flat rate, and I know y'all like, how is that the large? So this is the medium flat rate box. This is the large flat rate box, which you only get 2. See, this is the large flat rate box. It's just folded in half, and it has a little thing for our military family. America supports you, right? That's on the box. And like I said, you get 2, so it's 2 of those. So 2 large flat rate, 2 medium flat rate, a roll of tape. You get the stickers and the shirt boxes we talked about. This is that medium flat rate box. I showed you the large flat rate box, which is the huge one that was like 11 by 23. This is the medium flat rate box. You get 2 of these, and the size of this one is 11 by 3 by 13. So you see the difference, right? It's like half the size of the other box. These are good for like shirts and t-shirts and stuff. And oh, you also get your labels in here, right? Labels that you can write on, the to and from labels that you can stick on the box as well. So this is known as a military kit. It's free and it's available through the United States Post Office, but you have to go online to order it. So I wanted to share that with you all because I thought that was a great packaging tip. Don't forget to tape up all of your ends to secure your boxes to make sure nothing's falling out. No one's trying to see what's in the box that you're shipping. And I also wanted to remind you all that we are still having our Thrifting for Repat group meetings on Fridays at 7:30. Please join us. If you're not sure how to proceed, it's your first time doing this, or if you're not getting the results that you want, we need to talk more about how you can get to where you need to be with your posting. The session that we're going to have this Friday is going to be to actually walk you through the app. We're going to get on the app. We're going to post items. We're going to critique the items and share with each other how this could be improved. We're going to talk about backgrounds and other things. And I know some people like to come and just get information. They don't want to pay for nothing, and that's cool. You won't be privy to the information that I share with the group. Um, it's always nice to know that we support each other. So when I give you little tips, I'm hoping that you use them. If you want more, come to the group, pay the $50 for the orientation for the beginning group, and then you can join our monthly membership, which is $25 a month. And we check in with each other. We can continue our support groups and we can keep you on track. I like to reach out by text message as well. I know some of our members of the Thrifting for Repat group have had some challenges with family, and some of us have actually gone to the continent already, and we're still posting items. So it's possible. We know you can do it. Just stay on track, and please join us on Friday at 7:30 p.m. We have a good time. We support each other, and it is about uplifting each other. Okay, so please feel free to get in touch if you have any questions. You can pay for the class through PayPal. You can get in touch with me directly, message me, let me know you're interested, hit me up on Instagram. And on that note, I want to tell you all to make sure that you're following me on all the different platforms, right? I'm on Instagram as ALM, the artist. I am on YouTube as Anja Africa. That's ANJAAFREECA. I have the podcast AA Exit the Matrix. That's on anchor.fm/Anja Africa. It's also on Spotify. It's on Google Play, Apple Podcast. I'm on Teespring, right? Teespring stores, Soul Spring by AM. And I'm trying to think if there's anything else. It's a lot, y'all. I've been busy. Oh, and by the way, this is day 38 of my countdown. You all who have been following me, you know what that's about. And most likely I'm going to plan a live before I go, because I don't know how often I'll be able to post and and be able to communicate with people. So I'm going to make sure I set that up. So please, I look forward to seeing you on Friday. If you have any questions about any of the things that I mentioned, feel free to write your questions down and join us for the orientation group to get some answers. I want to tell you all to keep thrifting for your repat and stay blessed.